Good evening, Lancer fans. Welcome to Lawrence High School here in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this round of 32 playoff matchup between the North Andover Scarlet Knights and your Lawrence High School Lancers. The winner of today's game will go on to face King Philip Regional High School in the round of 16. So here we go, just about set to get underway. Top of the first inning, leading off for North Andover is Zach Farrow. Jaden Minaya on the mound for the Lancers. And here we go, round of 32 playoff game here from Lawrence High. We are underway. The first pitch is swung on and missed, a fastball low. The count is 0-1. Right-handed pitcher Jaden Minaya delivers low and outside. 1-1 the count here. First batter of the game, Zach Farrow. He is a senior shortstop and pitcher for the Knights. North Andover, the number 20 seed in this tournament. The Lancers number 13. This ball is in fair territory. And a single for Farrow, leadoff single to start off the game. Runner on first base, batting second for North Andover, Jake Jackson. Senior first baseman, left-handed batter, in to face Minaya. Minaya working from the stretch now. Checks the runner at first. To the belt, delivers, ball outside as Jackson was squaring to bunt on the first pitch of the at-bat. One 0 pitch coming up to Jackson. Squaring to bunt again. He does get the bunt down the first base line. The throw to first, not in time. A bunt single. It was an attempted sacrifice bunt, but it will be a bunt single for Jake Jackson as Farrow scampers his way into second base. 2 on, no outs here in the top of the first. No score from Lawrence. Lawrence High, the number 13 seed in this tournament. They are led by the head coach, Willie Carrasco. Minaya, again working from the stretch to the belt, delivers. Strike on the outside half of the plate. 0-1 to Mike Phelps. Number 13 for the Knights, batting in the 3-hole. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball, 1-1. Runners on first and second for North Andover here in the top of the first. And time is called before the pitch. 0 outs here. 2 runners on to start the game for North Andover. Trying to pull off the road upset. Here's the pitch from Minaya. High and tight. It's a strike. As the bat of Mike Phelps did go around. 1-2 the count now. Farrow, as you can see, with a healthy lead off of second base, but Minaya turns back towards second base, and Farrow gets back in time, no throw. One-two pitch coming up from Minaya. Delivers it outside for a ball. 2-2. Top of the first, no score. 2 on, no outs. North Andover's Mike Phelps stands in against Jaden Minaya. Here is the pitch, and it's fouled back. First base side. Count remains 1-2. Again, Farrow with a healthy lead off of second base. Minaya to the belt and to the plate. Check swing foul. Still 2 strikes on Phelps. Minaya looking in for the sign. Has it, brings it to the belt. Delivers again high and tight. The curveball outside of the strike zone. Good eye from Mike Phelps. Taking the pitch with 2 strikes on him. And Minaya back to work. Trying to record the first out of this game. He delivers, and it's fouled back to the backstop. A healthy hack at it there from Mike Phelps. RBI opportunity here for Phelps. On deck is Dylan Lawrence of North Andover. Minaya has the sign. From the stretch, delivers, curveball, grounded in play, and the Lancers get the out at first, and a sacrifice ground out for Mike Phelps as Dylan Lawrence comes to the plate with a chance to give North Andover a first inning lead. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Runners at second and third. Jackson at second, Farrow at third. Lawrence, the left-handed batter, facing Minaya. First pitch is high and tight for a ball. 1-0. Working from the windup, the 1-0 pitch is swung on. Into play, and the runner trying to score from third scores easily. The runner trying to score from second also scores easily. 2-0. North Andover takes the lead here in the first inning after a double by Dylan Lawrence. He smashed that one into right center field. And a 2 RBI double by Dylan Lawrence. Jeff Lavolpicello at the dish. He swings on the first pitch, grounds it back to the pitcher. Throw to first is in time for the out. That is the second out. And Minaya did well to look back to second base. He stared down Lawrence, who retreats back to second. The out is retired at first base. And next up for the Knights, Sean Kilcoyne, the right-handed batter, stands in with 2 outs. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Nice low fastball there from Minaya. 0-1 here with 2 outs. Grounded foul, 0-2. Minaya with a chance to get out of the inning here. 2 outs, 0-2 pitch coming up. 2 runs have scored. The score 2-0 North Andover here in the top of the first. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Minaya from the stretch. Nice curveball. Got him looking. Strike 3. And that's going to do it here for the top of the first. But North Andover scores a pair on the RBI double by Dylan Lawrence. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Anderson Silverio leading off for Lawrence High. First pitch from the lefty is grounded to second base. The throw to first is in time, and the out is recorded. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Silverio with a ground out. Christopher Baroa batting second. Matt Mangiamelli delivers a strike. 0-1 to Baroa. Lefty delivers again. Low and inside, 1-1. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And Baroa goes down swinging. Correction here, the starting pitcher for North Andover, number 10, Dylan Lawrence. And Dylan Lawrence, a couple of RBIs in the top of the first inning, helping out his own cause here. The lefty starting pitcher facing Jose Sanchez of Lawrence High. Two outs here, bottom of the first, no runners on. Lawrence delivers, and it is lofted down the third base side, foul ball, and out of play. Lawrence kicks and deals, opposite field ground ball, and it's going to be a single, nicely placed there by Sanchez, and Lawrence High has its first base runner of the ball game. Two outs, one runner on. Isaias Romero at the plate here. Cleanup hitter for Lawrence High. Left-handed batter facing the lefty Dylan Lawrence. Delivers inside. 1-0. Dylan Lawrence working quickly here in the bottom of the first inning. Working from the stretch now. Delivers a strike, swung on and missed. Romero late on the outside fastball. Here's the pitch from Dylan Lawrence, swung on, in play, right side to the second baseman. The throw to first is in time. The side is retired. And we go to the second inning here from Lawrence. The Knights 2, the Lancers 0. Back to the action here from Lawrence. We move to the top of the second inning. The score here, 2-0 in this round of 32 playoff matchup between the Knights and the Lancers. Once again, the winner will face King Philip Regional High School in the round of 16. Jaden Minaya on the mound. First pitch of the inning, just a bit low for a ball. Swung on and pulled into left field. And that's going to be an out recorded to start off this second inning. Trey Martin leading off the inning for North Andover. Starts it off with a ground out to the left side of the infield. One down here in the top of the second inning. Braden Salch, number 33, the left-handed batter facing Minaya, swings and misses. Outside fastball for strike one. It's 0-1. Minaya winds, kicks and deals. Strike two. Nice movement. 0-2 now. Salch is in an 0-2 hole. Minaya low and inside on the breaking ball. Trying to recover after giving up a double to Dylan Lawrence that scored 2 runs in the top of the first. Here's the pitch into center field, high into the air. Catch is made out in center field for the out. And Salch is retired. And it's Ben Iglesias. 2 out, I should say. No one on base. Minaya deals a strike. Iglesias squaring to bunt, couldn't quite get it down. The low fastball got by him. It's 0-1. Outside, 1-1 the count here. Top of the second, 2 outs. 2-0 is the score with North Andover leading. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Driven into right field. Nice contact. And an opposite field single for Ben Iglesias. Nice drive. Swinging across his body. Solid contact. Nice base hit there for Iglesias. And we go back to the top of the lineup to Zach Farrow. 1 run scored in the game. Takes a breaking ball inside for ball 1. 1-0. Runner on first here, 2 outs. Top of the second, North Andover leading 2-0. Low and away, 2-0. Two-0 pitch coming up. Farrow stands in, runner on first for North Andover, right down the middle for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. It's 2-2. Two outs here, top of the second. A runner on first base for North Andover. The 2-2 pitch from Minaya coming up in just a moment. From the belt, he delivers. Throw to second, a stealing attempt. Safe. Ben Iglesias got a good jump despite the fastball. Pitch was outside for a ball. 3-2 the count now. Runner on second, two outs, top of the second. This is the leadoff hitter, Zach Farrow for North Andover, facing Jaden Minaya. Minaya's pitch golfed into center field for a base hit, and the run will score. It's 3-0. The steal gets Iglesias into scoring position. Farrow with a base hit to make it 3-0. Good running from Iglesias. North Andover extends the lead here in the top of the second. Still two outs. Jake Jackson, left-handed batter, stands in against Minaya. 3-0 Knights here in the top of the second. The pitch is swung on and pulled into right field. It's a base hit, and the runner takes third. That's Farrow going from first to third on the single from Jackson. Now runners at the corners here with two out, top of the second, 3-0 North Andover. And we're going to have a quick mound visit. We will take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. You can check out baseball action from years past. You can check out other action from spring sporting events, such as Lawrence High boys varsity tennis. You can go back and check out the winter action, the boys and girls basketball teams, as well as wrestling dual meets. And if you want to go all the way back to the fall, of course, we've got all of the football and soccer action for you on the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Folks, thanks so much for joining us here. My name is Jay Oza, here with you for all the play-by-play commentary. It's been a great season for the Lancers so far under head coach Will Carrasco. Lancers, though, in a tough spot here. Runners at the corners. They're down 3-0 in the top of the second of this round of 32 playoff matchup. Minaya delivers. It's low. 1-0 is the count here. Two outs here. Top of the second. Minaya has given up 3 earned runs in this critical start. Mike Phelps waits for the 1-0 pitch. Pulls it. And a run scores. It's 4-0 RBI single here for Phelps. Nice job by Phelps to take that low fastball. Got his wrists into the correct position. Pulls it through the left side. Picks up the RBI single. It's 4-0 here in the top of the second. Now it's Dylan Lawrence. 2 RBIs on his first inning double. And that's Jackson scampering off of second base. 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the second inning. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. 4-0 the score. Knights on top of the Lawrence High Lancers. Top of the second. 2 outs, 2 on. 2 runs scored in this inning. Again, Jackson dancing off of second base. Minaya takes a long look. Here's the pitch. And it is hit opposite field out into left field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. It's a double. Another 2 RBI double for Dylan Lawrence. Sorry, just 1 RBI, beg your pardon. The runner from second scores to make it 5-0. But that's his second double of the game, his 3rd RBI of the game. And now 5-0 the score here. Still 2 outs in the top of the second inning after an RBI double by Dylan Lawrence. And Minaya has given up 5 earned runs in this start. Lancers head to the mound to talk things over. We'll see if we have a pitching change coming up or if they're going to stick with Jaden Minaya. Head coach Willie Carrasco is going to take the ball out of Minaya's hands, and we will have our first pitching change of the game. All right, just about set to get back to the action after the pitching change. Dariel Gonzalez. He takes the ball. Minaya giving up 5 earned runs. He's still responsible for the runners on base. Here's the first pitch from Gonzalez. It's outside for a ball. 1-0. 2 outs here, top of the second, 5-0 North Andover. In there for a called strike, 1-1. Dariel Gonzalez trying to get the Lancers out of a jam. Swung on and grounded. And it's going to be an infield single, and run scores to make it 6-0. And that's Jeff Lavolpicello. And he's got an RBI infield hit to make it 6-0. Runners at the corners now, 2 outs here in the second. Gonzalez will pitch to Sean Kilcoyne. And here's the first pitch to Kilcoyne coming up. Lancers trying to get out of the jam here. 2 outs in the second. Fouled off to the right side. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming up to Kilcoyne. Gonzalez steps off, and he's called for the balk. So a run scores here. Started the pitching motion and then stopped the pitching motion. So that's a balk. The run scores 7-0 the score now. Still top of the second, still 2 outs. The runners advance. One of them scores. And Jeff Lavolpicello will take second base on the balk. Swing and a miss for a strike. Gonzalez trying to get the Lancers out of this second inning. Working from the set position. He delivers. It's swung on to the shortstop area. And the out is retired in time, and Lawrence High retires the side, but not before North Andover adds 5 to the total. It's 7-0 here as we go to the bottom of the second inning here from Lawrence. We move to the bottom of the second inning, as you can see in the bottom left corner of your screen. The score 7-0, North Andover leading 2 runs in the first and 5 in the second. And now the Lancers will try to answer back with a little bit of offense of their own. Daniel Garcia at the dish for Lawrence High, number 16 in the white uniform. Takes a strike right down the middle. He is facing Dylan Lawrence of North Andover. Lawrence delivers. Inside strike just above the knees. Base is empty here. First batter of the bottom of the second. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Garcia goes down by way of the K, and Melvin Jimenez, number 4 for the Lancers, is next up. First pitch is a breaking ball low and inside for a ball. One out here, base is empty. Bottom of the second. Dylan Lawrence pitching for North Andover. He's got 3 RBIs. Swing and a miss there from Jimenez. Beautiful afternoon here in Lawrence. June the 2nd, 2025. Swing and a miss. Dylan Lawrence bringing the heat now. Lancers sent Jaden Minaya to start off the game, and he was out in the second inning. Dariel Gonzalez came in to replace him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, as Dylan Lawrence with 2 strikeouts here in the second. It's a ball outside. Yendry Rivero, number 10 for the Lancers. Swings and fouls it away opposite field down the first base line. That's a foul ball. 1-1. Rivero stands in from the right side of the plate. Number 10 against number 10. That's a breaking ball from Dylan Lawrence. It's fouled off at the plate. Still 2 strikes on Rivero. Base is empty, bottom of the second. 2 outs. 7-0 the score, North Andover leading, and there's a strike on the outside half of the plate, strike 3. Lawrence strikes out the side. We go to the third. The score after 2 innings of play, North Andover 7, Lancers 0. Back to the action here from Lawrence. We are in the top of the third inning now. North Andover Scarlet Knights with the lead 7-0 in this round of 32 playoff game. Once again, the winner of the game will move on to the round of 16 and play King Philip Regional High School, who got a victory just yesterday to move on into the round of 16. The Lancers, number 13 seed, hosting the number 20 seed North Andover. And here we go, back to the action, top of the third. First pitch is swung on and sent into left field. And it is caught in deep left field for the out. One down here in the top of the third. Dariel Gonzalez, the first relief pitcher here for Lawrence High. He winds, kicks, delivers. First pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one. Gonzalez delivers a breaking ball high and away. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch low in the zone. It's 1-2. Gonzalez with one down here in the third. The pitch is low for a ball, 2-2. North Andover trying to add to their lead here in the third inning. They are up by 7 runs in this big playoff game. A ball high. The count runs full now. The 3-2 pitch. Low and away, and Braden Salch, number 33 for the Knights, draws himself a walk. And coming up next for North Andover, Ben Iglesias. Iglesias batting out of the 9 spot. 1 on, 1 out. 1-0 the count here to Iglesias. Salch takes his lead off of first base. 1-0 pitch coming up. Inside, it's 2-0. Top of the third inning, 1 out. Runner on first base for North Andover, trying to add to their 7-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Gonzalez. In there for a strike, outside half of the plate, just at the knees of Iglesias. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Inside for a ball. 3-1 the count. Salch at first base. 1 out here in the top of the third. Gonzalez from the stretch. Delivers the 3-1 pitch. It's on the money and it's fouled back. The count runs full. Another full count here. Dariel Gonzalez maybe trying to keep it low in the strike zone, try to get the Lancers to turn 2 here with a runner on first base, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Three-two pitch. Swung on, it's sent out into right field. The fielder gets under it, records the out, 2 outs, and the runner, Braden Salch, retreats back to first base. So 2 outs now in the top of the 3rd, and we go back to the top of the lineup. Number 3, Zach Farrow for North Andover. He had an RBI single earlier in the game. Swung on and sent into fair territory down the 3rd base line. And that's going to be a double for Farrow. And the runner Salch, who was at first base, finds his way to 3rd base, where he is in safely, no slide needed. A double for Farrow. Now runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Jake Jackson, left-handed batter, stands in here against Gonzalez. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch to Jackson. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1. One pitch inside, and it hits the batter. Jackson takes his base. First base was open, so now the bases are loaded here with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. North Andover threatening once again. Things not going according to plan here for the Lancers this afternoon. It's 7-0. The bases are loaded here with 2 outs, and North Andover will send up its number 3 hitter, Mike Phelps. We're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the 3rd inning. Once again, 2 outs. And the new pitcher for Lawrence High School, number 17, it's the sophomore, Michael Schoffenbill. And he's going to face Phelps. Had an RBI single in his last at-bat. And here we go from the stretch. The first pitch from Schoffenbill is swung on and missed, strike 1. Top of the 3rd, 2 outs, bases loaded. Schoffenbill against the number 3 hitter, Phelps. Swung on and fouled at the plate. It's 0-2. Lancers with a chance to get out of the inning here. They're down by 7 runs, but North Andover threatening to add more here with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. In relief, it's Schoffenbill, the sophomore, delivers strike 3. Great job in relief by the sophomore Schoffenbill to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score, North Andover 7, Lawrence High 0. Lawrence High going to try to get some offense going here in the bottom of the third inning. And the throw from Dylan Lawrence. Pitch high and tight. It's a ball to Cabasantos. And Michael Cabasantos is going to try to get this inning started off the right way for Lawrence High. Lancers need base runners here, down by 7. Swung on and sent into the outfield, high into the air. Medium depth, and the catch is made. The out is recorded. 1 down here, bottom 3. And Darren Rodriguez will bat next for Lawrence. Here's the pitch from Dylan Lawrence. High and away, ball 1. Rodriguez takes a strike there. It's 1-1. Bases empty, 1 out. Fouled. 1-2. Watch out in the parking lot after that line drive foul. One-two pitch coming up from Dylan Lawrence. Sends it in low and away. 2-2 count. Bases empty, 1 out. Two pitches low, and it's full. 3-2 to the number 9 batter for Lawrence High School, Darren Rodriguez. 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Sent into left field. And in safely at second base is Darren Rodriguez. He's got a 1-out double, exactly what the Lancers wanted. And we go to the top of the lineup. Anderson Silverio will try to get the Lancers on the board here. Crowd making some noise here at Lawrence High. The Lancers have their first runner in scoring position here. First pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1 to Silverio. Lawrence delivers the 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. Opposite field to the first baseman. Good defensive placement. And the out is recorded at first base, but the runner does advance. Rodriguez goes to third base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Runner at third as Baroa comes to the plate here. Trying to get the Lancers on the board here with 2 outs. Baroa stands in from the right side of the plate. Swings and drives it into left center field where the catch is made. First pitch swinging. Baroa flies out. The side is retired. We move to the 4th inning. Knights 7, Lancers 0.
$1,600,000 accidents are caused by texting and driving every year.
330,000 of them end in injuries, and 4,015 end in death.
You're 23 times more likely to crash when texting and driving with slow reaction time.
There are many ways to lower these statistics.
One way is to mute your phone or leave it in your pocket and ignore it.
If you have a smartphone, you can download these apps.
Text blocker,
Texecution, and
AT drive mom.
Back to the action here, top of the fourth inning. North Andover leading 7-0 over the Lancers, trying to advance into the round of 16 here in the MIAA Division I baseball playoffs. The Lancers going to try to come back and get this home win, but for the moment it's North Andover in the driver's seat trying to get that road upset victory here to move on in the playoffs. It's 7-0 at the moment. And on the mound in relief for Lawrence High is Michael Schaufenbill. Schaufenbill from the windup, and he delivers low and inside. Bases empty, first batter here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch, low and inside. It is a strike. Schaufenbill in relief here. Top of the fourth inning once again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded to the first base side. To the second baseman, actually. He throws to first. And the out is recorded at first base. One down here in the top of the fourth. And batting next in the lineup for North Andover, Jeff Lavolpicello. And he takes a strike right down the middle. Schaufenbill working with the bases empty here. Winds and deals. This one is a fly ball into center field. The center fielder moves a few steps to his left, and the out is recorded. Two down here in the top of the fourth inning. Schaufenbill pitching well here in relief. North Andover with a 7-run lead here in this round of 32 playoff game. And here in the top of the fourth inning, Schaufenbill has two outs as he faces Sean Kilcoyne. With the bases empty, the pitch is outside and low, ball one. Schaufenbill, the sophomore, in relief of Dariel Gonzalez and the starter, Jaden Minaya. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice movement on the fastball as it drifts away from the batter, Sean Kilcoyne, even at 1. There's a breaking ball inside for a ball, 2-1. Once again, bases empty here. Two outs in the top of the fourth inning in a 7-run game. Knights on top, trying to move into the round of 16. Schaufenbill delivers the 2-1. It's outside for a ball. 3-1 now. Kilcoyne taps his foot with his bat. Ready for the 3-1 pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Good placement on the fastball. Outside corner. Full count. Bases empty, 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, and it is fouled off at the dish. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Here we go, Schauffenbill again. The base is empty, 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Swung on and missed, a breaking ball. And that's going to do it here for the top of the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The score, Knights 7, Lancers 0. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics playoff baseball. Here for you in the round of 32, the Lancers hosting North Andover. The 20th seed on top of the 13 seed. The score 7-0 here with Dylan Lawrence still on the mound for North Andover. And that one is ripped into right field but foul. Lawrence throws the 0-1 and it is grounded. Nice defensive play there as the Knights whip it around after the ground out. One down here in the bottom of the 4th. Isaias Romero at the plate, left-handed batter. One down here in the bottom of the 4th, takes a strike inside. Dylan Lawrence working quickly as this one is fouled back. Here's the pitch, low and away. Good eye there from Romero. Cleanup hitter for the Lancers, batting here with the bases empty. One down here, bottom 4. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A high and tight fastball. Romero goes after it. Came up empty. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th with Daniel Garcia, number 16 for the Lancers, stepping into the batter's box. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled straight back high into the air. The catcher goes and takes a look at it, but it falls in foul territory. 0-1. Dylan Lawrence delivers high and away for a ball. 1-1, count even. One pitch, also high and away, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside again, 3-1. Let's see what Garcia wants to do here from the batter's box. 3-1, it's a hitter's count with 2 outs. Let's see if he takes a rip at it. Nope, inside for a walk. Melvin Jimenez steps up to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup here with 2 down and 1 runner on first base. First pitch swung on, fouled back, 0-1. Lawrence delivers the 0-1 pitch, ground ball to the first baseman, runs back to the bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. We go to the 5th inning with the score, North Andover 7, Lawrence High 0. Back to the action here from Lawrence. It's the top of the 5th inning. Still on the mound for the Lancers is Michael Schaufenbill. And Schaufenbill delivers the first pitch of the inning, and it is a ripped to the shortstop who can't make the play, and that's going to be a single to start off the inning. One on, nobody out here, top of the 5th. 7-0 the score. North Andover will try to add to this lead now. Squaring to bunt. Pitches outside, throw to first is not in time. Schaufenbill looks in for the sign. He delivers, and this one is lofted into right center field. Catch is made, the out is recorded, and the runner retreats back to first. 1 down here, top of the 5th. Now time for the number 9 hitter, Ben Iglesias. Schaufenbill's first pitch to Iglesias. High for a ball, 1-0. Schaufenbill steps off here. And now returns to the mound, looks in for the sign. Pitch is low in the dirt. The runner retreats back to first. It's 2-0. 1 out, runner on first base. Top of the 5th, 7-0 Knights. Schaufenbill again looking in for the sign. Trying to find the plate here. He's down 2-0 to the number 9 hitter, Ben Iglesias. Here's the pitch. It is swung on and fouled back high up in the strike zone. Now 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch, curveball, low for a ball, 3-1 the count to Iglesias. Looks like Schaufenbill trying to keep that ball low in the strike zone. The Lancers have not been able to turn a double play yet today, but with a runner on first base here and 1 out, that's exactly what they want to see. Three-one pitch in there for a strike. The runner goes. The throw to second is not in time. Stolen base and a strike, so it's a full count now with a runner at second base. 1 out, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. It is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Iglesias goes down by way of the K. 2 outs here with a runner on second in the top of the 5th. To the top of the lineup. That's a strike on the inside part of the plate to Zach Farrow. Number 3, the leadoff hitter for North Andover. Great afternoon for baseball. Here in the Merrimack Valley, these two MVC rivals going after it in playoff action, round of 32. That one is swung on and missed. Nice pitch, a little up in the zone. Farrow chases after it, came up empty. 2 strikes on him now. Schaufenbill trying to get out of the inning. And that one is fouled off. Zach Farrow stays alive. The leadoff hitter for North Andover had an RBI single earlier in the game. And Schaufenbill delivers, and this one gets away from the catcher. The runner takes third. So now North Andover with a chance to add to their lead. They're up 7-0 though. 2 outs here. Farrow at the dish, and it's a ball low. Farrow swings and sends it into left field, into foul territory where the catch is made and the side is retired. We will move to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score remains North Andover 7, Lawrence nothing. Dylan Lawrence delivers the first pitch at the bottom of the 5th inning here. Strike 1. The Lancers need base runners. They need some offense here. Rivero takes another hack at it. This one is fouled off. 0-2. High and away, 1-2. Dylan Lawrence, a strong start for North Andover. One of the biggest games of his career, a playoff start. Pitching a shutout so far. And Lancer's going to try to string a few hits together and get on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball for strike 3. Called strike 3. And Rivero is caught looking one down here in the bottom of the 5th. Michael Cabasantos is next up. First pitch from Lawrence is high for a ball. Lawrence delivers a strike there. Count even 1-1. That one is swung on, fouled away opposite field. Lawrence taps the pitcher's mound, sends it in low. Ball outside and in the dirt. Cabasantos, good eye once again, that pitch low. Outside, and a walk earned for Cabasantos. Darren Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter, comes up with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Rodriguez, the lefty, pickoff attempt to first, by the way, not in time. A lefty-lefty matchup here. Dylan Lawrence, the pitcher, facing Darren Rodriguez of Lawrence High, number 9 hitter. It's another pickoff attempt. That pitch is inside for a ball. The first pitch to Rodriguez makes it 1-0. Low again, 2-0. And we're going to have a quick mound visit here as Dylan Lawrence off the mark in these first 2 pitches against the Lancers' number 9 batter, Darren Rodriguez. And folks, we'll take this opportunity to remind you to subscribe to the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel if you're watching the YouTube channel right now as opposed to our local cable channels. Then we remind you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the action here in the spring season and in the seasons to come. All right, ready for the 2-0 pitch here. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Low once again. It's 3-0. And Dylan Lawrence is in danger of walking 2 consecutive batters. Let's see what happens here on the 3-0 pitch. Takes a little bit of heat off of that one right down the middle for a strike. It's 3-1. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. Count runs full now after 3-0. It's now 3-2. Darren Rodriguez trying to at least advance the runner. Strike 3 called. And the throw to second is not in time. So a stolen base and a strikeout. 2 outs now with a runner on second. We go to the top of the lineup. Anderson Silverio steps up to the plate. Silverio, the leadoff hitter, digs in. Lawrence, working from the stretch, brings it to the belt and delivers outside. Lawrence with the pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Silverio stands in. Lawrence set to deliver. Little bit high, little bit away. That's ball 2. Silverio thought about it. Ball gets away. And it's going to be a check swing strikeout. The throw to first is in time. And the side is retired. That'll do it for the bottom of the 5th. We move to the top of the 6th inning with the score, Knights 7, Lancers 0. Welcome back, Lancer fans. It's the top of the 6th inning here in this round of 32 playoff matchup between the Knights and the Lancers. 2 innings to go here. It is Michael Schaufenbill still on the mound for the Lancers in relief. North Andover leading 7-0, trying to extend their lead here. Once again, top of the 6th inning. First pitch is swung on and ripped into right field. And that's going to be a leadoff double on the first pitch of the 6th inning. A ground ball double down the first base line to start things off. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. And that one is ripped foul down the left field line by Mike Phelps. The double in the last at bat, that was Jake Jackson batting out of the 2 hole. Now this is Phelps in the 3 hole. It's 0-1. Schaufenbill set to deliver the pitch inside. And did it hit the batter, or was it a foul ball off the bat? Phelps takes his base, but looks like we're going to have a little conversation about the situation. We're going to have a mound visit, timeout called here in the 6th inning. And we are going to have a pitching change. After the hits batsman, Schaufenbill will come out, and the Lancers will bring in a new pitcher. And that new pitcher will be Noelvin Javier. Two on here in the top of the 6th, nobody out. The batter is Dylan Lawrence, starting pitcher as well for North Andover. And Javier steps off. Still waiting on the first pitch to Dylan Lawrence. Javier deals. Lawrence squares to bunt but fouls it away. 0-1. Owen pitch coming up from Javier. And this time Lawrence gets the bunt down. And no play there for the pitcher, Noelvin Javier. It's a bunt single, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. La Volpicello stands in from the right side of the plate. Nobody out. Bases loaded for North Andover. They're already up 7-0. And now North Andover is going to get a pinch runner in. So Dylan Lawrence will come out of the game, and that will also mean there will be a pitching change for North Andover. Javier deals. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1 here. Top of the 6th, still nobody out. Bases full of Knights. As Javier tries to get out of a jam here in the 6th inning. Nice curveball in there for a called strike. 1-2. Here's the pitch, another nice curveball. Strike 3 looking. And one down here in the top of the 6th inning. That was clutch, very important if the Lancers want any chance of coming back here late in this game. They've got to minimize the damage here in the 6th. Next up, Sean Kilcoyne. The pitch from Javier outside and high. Ball 1 to Kilcoyne. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. Bases still loaded for Kilcoyne. Javier set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Working from the stretch. Outside half of the plate. It is a called strike, and that was, by the way, working from the windup, not from the stretch. Bases loaded, so no need for Javier to work from the stretch. Nice windup, and he gets the call on the outside part of the plate. Counts 1-2. Kilcoyne digs in. The pitch swung on and fouled back. Remains 1-2. Top of the 6th, 1 out. 1-2 pitch coming up from Javier. He delivers. It's a curveball outside. 2-2. Two pitch coming up. Bases loaded. 1 out. Top of the 6th. Javier pauses and delivers outside. It's a wild pitch, and the runner from third will score. It's 8-0. Pitch got away from the catcher, well outside. The count goes to 3-2. The score 8-0. Still 1 out here in the top of the 6th. All runners advance. And so runners now at 2nd and 3rd. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kilcoyne. In there for strike 3. What a pitch. Nice breaking ball on the inside part of the plate. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Excellent curveball to retire Sean Kilcoyne, and Trey Martin comes up next here with a chance to drive in a couple. Base hit could make it 10-0. Right now it's 8-0. 2 runners in scoring position here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th for Trey Martin. Javier steps off the mound. Now back onto the rubber. He deals. Check swing for a strike. 0-1 to start things off here between Javier, his first time today, facing Trey Martin. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. Count even at 1. One pitch coming up. Martin watches that one low, almost in the dirt. 2-1. Javier again working from the windup with runners on 2nd and 3rd. He delivers. It is swung on and sent into left field, where the catch is made. The side is retired. 1 run scores in the top of the 6th. We move to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The score, North Andover 8, Lawrence 0. Leading off for the Lancers here in the bottom of the 6th inning is Christopher Berroa. And Dylan Lawrence still on the mound. Correction from earlier. He is able to stay in the game despite the pinch runner. And so Dylan Lawrence delivers a first pitch, which is fouled off. It's 0-1. To the Lancers' number 2 hitter, Christopher Berroa. Lawrence sends it in high. Count is even at 1. Base is empty, nobody out. Berroa, good eye on that one. It's 2-1 now. Inside half of the plate for a strike. Nice pitch on the inside corner. And a swing and a miss. Great breaking ball there by Dylan Lawrence. He's able to retire Christopher Berroa. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Next batter for Lawrence High is Jose Sanchez, number 19 in the white uniform, takes a strike. Lefty versus lefty matchup. This one is swung on, and the out is recorded at first base. Out is recorded in the outfield, I beg your pardon. And Sanchez goes down, flies out. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Dylan Lawrence, smooth sailing so far. Pitching a shutout here in a big game as that one is sent to the second baseman. And the out is recorded, and Lawrence is retired in the bottom of the 6th inning. We move to the 7th inning. The score, Knights 8, the Lancers 0.
Cancer is a scary reality today.
Did you know that many cancers can be prevented by not smoking?
Eating more vegetables.
Cancer has many risk factors, including family history, sun exposure, smoking, and diet.
Cancer is often treated with some combination of radiotherapy, surgery, chemotherapy, and targeted therapy. Approximately 1 in 285 children will be diagnosed with cancer before age 20.
It is very important that people with cancer are treated with respect. They need love and attention to help them recover well.
There are many ways you can help fight against cancer.
We are help collecting money for cancer research.
Wow, that is so interesting. What are you guys selling?
We are selling cupcakes and cookies.
It doesn't matter how big or small your contribution is, every little bit helps.
Charity organizations may also have a special skill in helping people with cancer.
You can do research on cancer too, on websites, books, magazines, and more. Kids can really do big things like you guys out there.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for watching LPS Media. The Lancers have had a tough go of it today. Brandon Salch leading off here in the top of the 7th inning. The score, 8-0. North Andover leading over the Lancers in this round of 32 playoff game. The Lancers are going to try for the epic comeback in the bottom of the 7th inning, but for now, it is the top of the 7th, and Javier's pitch is outside for a ball. Javier from the windup. He delivers. And that pitch is a ball, 1-1. One pitch. Strike, fastball outside corner. 1-2. Here with nobody out, the base is empty. Top of the 7th inning in this playoff game. North Andover looking for the road upset, high for a ball, count even at 2. Unless the Lancers can mount an epic comeback, it will be North Andover playing against King Philip Regional in the round of 16. But the Lancers are going to try their best to get some offense going here as a walk starts off the top of the 7th. Runner on first base here, nobody out. 8-0 score, top of the 7th inning here. And next up for the Knights is Ben Iglesias, number 22, the 9-hitter. Javier now working from the stretch. Brings it up to his belt. Pauses, delivers. Strike inside half of the plate. Nice pitch there from Javier. It's 0-1. Javier back on the rubber. Dangles the right arm. Checks the runner at first. And he delivers the 0-1 pitch. It's a curveball outside, and the throw to second base is not in time. And a stolen base there for Braden Salch, who reached first via the walk, and now takes second, and also takes third. Runner at third now with nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Iglesias stands in, ready for the pitch. Javier has the sign and deals inside. Was that a hit batter or was that a foul ball off the bat? And Iglesias is going to stay in the batter's box, and it looks like that was a foul ball off the bat. Tough to see from here, but we're going to have a quick mound visit, and we'll see if the umpires want to change the call, but for now it looks like it was a foul ball off the bat. The umpires huddled up on the infield talking about it. They part ways, and Ben Iglesias remains in the batter's box, so that will be a foul ball. It looked like it hit him, but it just hit the bat. And so the Lancers catch a break there. Still runner on third with nobody out. Iglesias trying to help add to the lead as Javier steps off the rubber, calls time. Now he's back up on the mound, ready to go. Javier delivers a curveball in there for strike 3. Just got the inside half of the plate. One down here in the top of the 7th with a runner on third. And we go to the top of the lineup with Zach Farrow. He's had a good day offensively, setting the table for North Andover. Also had an RBI single in his second at-bat. Here's the pitch. Strike on a fastball from Javier, 0-1. Javier sends in a curveball on the 0-1 pitch. It's popped up into center field. The runner tags, is going to try to score. The throw to the plate, not in time. It's 9-0, a sacrifice fly for Zach Farrow, who has another RBI on the day. 2 outs with Jake Jackson coming up, so the sacrifice fly makes it 9-0. Another nice breaking ball there from Javier. Jackson takes the strike. 0-1 pitch coming up here with 2 outs. Another curveball. Strike 2. 0-2 pitch coming up. The 0-2, another curveball. 3 straight curveballs here with the bases empty and 2 outs. And Jackson takes a ball. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is high for a ball. 2-2, count even now. Bases empty after the sacrifice fly. Top of the 7th, 2 out. Two-two pitch, strike 3 called. Reverse K, and that's going to do it for the top of the 7th. Nice pitch from Noelvin Javier. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time here in Lawrence. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Lawrence High trying to put a little offense together. They need 9 runs to tie, 10 runs to win here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Otherwise, it will be North Andover that will move on to the round of 16. Dylan Lawrence pitching a shutout, going for the complete game here. The pitch is swung on, and it's a base hit right up the middle. And the Lancers have a base runner here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that is Dayanel Garcia with the base hit, and Melvin Jimenez coming up. Here's the pitch. Jimenez takes it outside and away. Ball 1. Lawrence deals, and this one is fouled straight back. 1-1 the count now. One pitch from Lawrence coming up. He kicks and deals. It's a curveball. It's swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Safe at second. And so coming up next for the Lancers is Yendry Rivero. And so an infield hit there. The Lancers have 2 on with nobody out. This is exactly what the Lancers needed. Base runners, and now they need runs, as the first pitch is a ball outside to Rivero. Rivero swings and fouls it first base side. 1-1. Here is the pitch to Cabasantos, who fouls it straight back. Lancers, by the way, have a pinch runner at second, John Hidalgo, into the game. Dylan Lawrence going for the complete game shutout. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. And it's going to be an infield hit. 3 runners on. Bases are full of Lancers, and the Lancers still down by 9 runs. Dylan Lawrence is in a jam here, but the Lancers have a chance to at least get on the board and possibly make things interesting here in the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hitter for the Lancers here, Franklin Rojas, the senior. Pressure's on him. Rojas takes the first pitch. Lawrence High needs a big hit out of Rojas to make things interesting here. He swings and misses at the second pitch. Dylan Lawrence going for the complete game shutout. Swing and a miss from Franklin Rojas. He goes down swinging. And it's Anderson Silverio. It all comes down to Anderson Silverio. He swings at the first pitch, swung on and missed. Dylan Lawrence inching closer to that complete game shutout. Lawrence's pitch, it's a curveball, it's swung on. And the out is recorded at first base, and that's going to do it. Lawrence High falls to North Andover in this round of 32 playoff game. North Andover gets the upset road victory, and the Knights will face King Philip Regional High School in the round of 16. Great season for the Lancers. It comes to an unfortunate end here at home as the Lancers drop this playoff game to the North Andover Scarlet Knights. But a great season under head coach Willie Carrasco. Folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on LPS Media on behalf of our entire crew. My name is Jay Oza, and we'll see you next time.